should be live right now. Just gonna bring up the chat. Okay. So this is my first live stream, and hi Joe. Oh yeah, I don't have to type, this is live. I'm used to being on the other end of live streams, not actually doing them myself, so... Alright. So I guess this is sort of a super chill hangout thing. Ask me some questions, feel free to chat. I'll read your messages when I see them. Obviously this isn't real time, but that's why I have the chat up on the screen. So you can see when your messages come in. So if I don't answer right away, it may be that I just haven't seen it. Just wait for it to come up on the screen and I should have a response. Okay, so let's get started. Looks like I got 4 people watching right now. That's good. Feel free to say hi in the chat if you're watching. So yeah, I might do a little bit of singing. There's definitely going to be some previews. Specifically for my next upload. And I've actually got a short clip on here. There's actually another clip on Patreon as well. I'll just... That's my Patreon there at the bottom. So yeah, you can check out that clip as well if you become a patron. But I'll be playing a different clip from the song today, just to show you guys. So... Hi AJ! Hi. Where are we at now? Awesome, you can hear me. That's perfect. So, I think this needs to come up a bit, because the messages are getting kind of lost here. A little bit too far. Hi, Liv. Nice to see you. Okay, so you guys have any questions or anything? Awesome, yeah. I'll be playing it like probably midway through the stream or sooner if there's not a lot of activity in the chat. We'll see here. So, if you're wondering why I'm looking every which way, I have a monitor there, I have my laptop here, and the camera's right in front of me, obviously, so I'm not always looking at the camera. So, I've been great, AJ, and I have been busy recording a lot of stuff this week, particularly Unravel. That's my next upload, and yeah, most of it's just to get ahead. Okay, yeah, I know you guys type a lot and really fast. I'm kind of prepared for that. I will be catching up, that's why I have it in a couple of different places, the chat, just so I can scroll back and see what's going on here. But yeah, I've been working on a lot, specifically because I have Animathon coming up in a couple of weeks. I leave on, when do I leave again? This is why calendars are good. Yeah, I leave on the 3rd, and then I'm going to be gone until like the 8th. And Animathon is that weekend in Edmonton, Alberta. So I will be out there doing some stuff. I know, right? It is an awesome setup. I got my phone doing the video right now. It's super crazy. I didn't actually think I could do this until I was browsing the App Store, and it's just like, hey, there's an app to turn my phone into a webcam. This is good. Woo! Yeah, Tokyo Ghoul. I'm really excited for this one. It's super high, but I think I've managed to pull off some of that in there. Okay. Actually, I'm considering playing that clip now if you guys want to hear it now. Let's see. I'm just going to move this a little bit closer. Okay. So you guys want to hear the clip? Because I can play the clip. Yes, Joe got to run tests with me yesterday because I didn't want to be that person who's just fumbling around with the stream and it's like, oh hey, it's 10 minutes late now and the audio's not working, and I just didn't want to be that person. That's one thing about me. I end up getting super prepared for things just so I don't run into a lot of difficulty, and any difficulty I do, I already know how I might be able to handle it. So, okay, clip coming here. Okay, here we go. Infinitely spreading now and shrouding me in solitude, reminding me of times when I was so innocently. Now I can move, I cannot speak, I call your name, no sound escapes, I cannot run, I cannot hide now. Yeah, I did the piano for this, and this part's really cool. Alright, that's the clip. As I said, there is another clip on Patreon, if you guys want to check that out too. It's of a different part of the song, actually the end. But yeah, I just thought I'd play this clip for you since there's two parts in the song that have come out really good so far. I'm still working on the mixing. The entire mix isn't completely finished yet. But yeah. Yeah, I did a custom instrumental for this. I played the piano, added a little bit of bass under it for depth. Hi there! Welcome to the stream. Thanks, Joe. I'm glad to know it's awesome. Yeah, as I said, there's a little bit of a delay. You should see when your messages come in from the chat on the screen. So that's why I'm changing subjects constantly, because I'm seeing it come in and then I'll be already talking about something else, and then I'm seeing this come in, and yeah. So that was my clip there. I'm not going to do a filmed video for this. It's probably just going to be an animation, maybe some lyrics, something similar to what I did for Suteki Dane. I am going to get into a lot more filming though, and I'm actually doing that with my phone. So the video feed you see now is actually the camera I used for 1,000 words, and the one I'm going to be using for future projects. How much more do I have left to mix and tune? Everything's basically tuned. It didn't need a lot of tuning. Like, most of it is already in tune. I just tuned to touch things up a bit to make it sound like super professional. The mix is mostly done. I just need to figure out like how to get it to sound just right. Okay, good to know it's the same amount of lag time. But yeah, I have to get my mixes just right because I'm really, really picky about how it sounds. Everything just has to be perfect or as close to perfect as I can get when it comes to this kind of stuff. There is a threshold where I am happy with the mix, and that is not easy to get to. So... Alright. So, do you guys have any more questions? More comments below. Oh. Okay. So, yeah. I'm going to give you a little bit of a preview into the other things I'm working on. I don't have anything recorded yet, but I'm going to be doing a cover of Overfly after Unravel. Oh, sure, AJ. Yeah, I can send you some drafts if I need a little bit of help with that. But, yeah, I'm going to be doing a cover of Overfly, which I actually sang 2 years ago in Edmonton at Animathon. And I'd like to revisit that song, just recording it. I'm getting a custom backtrack done for it just because YouTube. Hi there. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Julian? I hope that's right. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so I'll be doing Overfly with a custom instrumental because of YouTube's copyright. I'm not taking any chances there. And then after that, I have a friend of mine working on an instrumental for an acoustic version of Again from Full Metal Alchemist. I'm not sure if that's going to be the next upload after Overfly, but it'll definitely be soon after. So... Oh yeah, it shows up because of the... It's on your name in the chat. Yeah, I can see all of that. You made Joe fall over. Okay, so how many people are even watching this yet? Okay, there's 4 people. Okay, so it's fluctuating. Okay. That's cool. That's really cool. Perfect. Okay, yeah, YouTube is all sorts of craziness these days. Even the smallest thing can get tagged. Some of my licensed work from Louder's actually gotten tagged by YouTube's copyright systems. They're letting me keep it, obviously, but I can't monetize. There's a whole bunch of rules in there where it's just like, you used our composition, we're blocking this, this, and this. So... yeah, if you set up your YouTube through Google+, it shows the name that you set for that on YouTube. Ah, yes, Crystalline and Shooting Star are still in the plans. I don't know when Shooting Star is coming. I've already recorded for it. I'm just waiting on my instrumentalist here to figure out the remix for that. And Crystalline, it may be after Overfly, if not again. Those two are kind of in a state where I can switch them around depending on what's done. But yeah, for August, Crystalline will definitely be somewhere in there. Yes, I do take requests for songs and covers. I treat them more as a suggestion though. So, like, if I'm not really connected to a song, there's a good chance I probably won't do it. But if you do suggest something that I really, really, really like, or if it's something that I would sing, I will consider it, try and fit it into my schedule when I have time to do it. So, yeah, for Crystalline, I'll be playing the piano too, just like Unravel. So, yeah. Yeah, if you have any songs, I can write them down right now if you want to suggest something, even in the chat. As either that or just comment on something later. Even the video that the stream will turn into, you can do that too. That was Skype. Just gonna mute that. Yeah, copyright's getting crazy with creators. My best advice, like, with me, I have been commissioning a couple of instrumentals in addition to playing my own. If you play an instrument, I'd go that route. If not, try and find like some covers that are already on YouTube. Ask the person if you can use their instrumental cover in a cover. So I'm actually really curious about this one. What's favorite song? But yeah, back to copyright. Yeah, I just recommend using backtracks that aren't the official one. Anything that changes up the song a little bit or is an instrumental cover of it that you have permission to use, that would work. Also, be sure to credit anybody who's done any work like that. If you use somebody's instrumental, credit them in the description. How do I keep my voice so perfect? Honestly, I'm not really sure half the time. If I get sick, I have some remedies that I'll use, or if I feel like I'm coming down with something, just so I can get through some stuff, or just so I recover faster. Home remedies I've done are emergency for preventing illness if I feel like I'm coming down with something, or if I'm at a convention and I don't want to get sick from the convention, I'll do emergency for that. There's also echinacea, which is a type of herb, and it helps with viral infections like colds, flus. Best taken before it starts or in the early stages. Yeah. Emergency is great because it's got a lot of vitamin C and zinc in it. I use the Immune Plus one for that, just to keep my immune system at its top when I'm knee deep in stress, or I guess over my head now before Animathon. So many things going on. But yeah, there's that. Also, if you have a dry throat or if you need something just to get you through that, there's also Throat Coat. It's a licorice-based tea. It's not something you want to use too often, especially if you have a sore throat or something, as it's not good to be singing with that anyway, but it really helps when you need to get through something. Okay, so we're like a half hour into the stream now. And there's 8 watching. That's so cool. Awesome. Lost in thoughts all alone. Top tip. Being too ill too often. Yeah. AJ's right. There's lots of rest, drinking, eating. Just general healthy habits are good too. If you're stressed, find something to de-stress. That's good advice there. How could you forget about Lost in Thoughts? I need to go back to Fire Emblem at some point. I've been so busy, I've almost abandoned my 3DS. And I love Lost in Thoughts All Alone. The only reason I even did the song was actually because it got stuck in my head after Emily put up her cover. And obviously after that point, I fell in love with her lyrics, so my version has her lyrics, so... Oh, it's 10 now. Nice. Also, hi. Hi to new people who I haven't said hi to yet. Known. Awesome. What's been my first What's been my first I can't talk today. What's been my personal favorite cover recent past I've done so far? I'm gonna say 1,000 Words is one of them, just because I tried some new things with the mixing and I love how it turned out. The Nairo Symphony is another one, just because I love the upbeat. I like the upbeatness of the song, and it's really, really fun to sing. Oh yeah, Song of Time remix. I know I keep saying I'm gonna do more remixes, and I never get around to it. I have some things I'm planning, I just need time to figure them out with that. Also, hi Adam. Did I do good on my first YouTube video? Not quite sure what you mean there. Actually, my first YouTube video is private now because it was a really, really, really early recording of an original song I did. And I've since been trying to rework that now that I have better equipment and I know a little bit more about what I'm doing with audio than I did back then. The first YouTube video that's up, I'm actually very happy with, just because I tried out some things that were a little bit new to me at the time, so. Aw, thank you. Another question, what English covers that have not been done by other artists you like to do? Oh, okay. More dubstep, please. To answer AJ's question, I do actually have some things that I'm planning that are from a little bit newer season anime, so like the ones that just started or just ending. Basically summer and fall season. And those, they're going to be a little bit less likely to have been done already, depending on when I get to them. So there will be that. I also have some unique stuff planned, like when I did Destiny's Promise, also known as Kyrie's theme, I renamed it because of the added vocals. What, I'm saying a lot. What I did there was actually pretty unique, like nobody really had done a vocalized version of Kyrie's theme before, and I'm definitely planning a lot more of those since Kingdom Hearts is my absolute favorite game ever. I'm not gonna lie, it's my favorite game, has been since like 2005 when I started playing. Do I play Clash of Clans? I do not play Clash of Clans, but I have seen it around. I do play some mobile games. Right now it's Pokemon Go. If you saw my last vlog, you know that, but oh, you do gaming videos? I might check that out a little bit later. Cool. But yeah, I play mobile games now and then. Which reminds me, I need to go back to Kingdom Hearts. Because I haven't played that in a while and it's on my iPad. Really cool. Okay. Any more questions from you guys? Because I guess this is kind of a Q&A now. Not really sure what else to talk about. I could sing something if you want me to. I just have to bring up lyrics for it. Actually, this would probably be a good time to tell you what I'm planning for Edmonton for the karaoke and take the stage contests. So far, I'm looking at... Okay, there's another question, so I'll come back to that. How do you make good videos? Can you please tell me? Okay, I don't really think there's really a formula to making good videos. I think it's just learning, practicing, and growing. Like, you can't just put things together and come out with a good video. You have to take the time to learn how to do things, to figure out how to put them together and get good at the editing to be able to do that. There's also a creative side to it as well. So just if you have an idea, go for it, do the research, go on Google, find out as much information as you can about what goes into the process of making videos. I'm just going to catch up with a couple of questions here. Oh, you're welcome. I liked working on the Gundam Wing and One Punch Man covers. That's on AJ's channel if you want to check it out. Yeah, I'll definitely be doing more Kingdom Hearts. Who would I like to collab with? I'm not really sure who I'd want to collab with. I guess it kind of depends on what my schedule's like, what other people's schedules are like, and like what we could do together. It would be something where I just like talk to somebody and then we'd try and figure out, do we want to do something together? If so, what? So yeah, you might see some collabs. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing with that right now, as those kinds of things just sort of end up happening at some point. The more you talk to people, the more you network. So alright, so yeah, as I was saying about Animathon, what I'm planning for karaoke and the Take the Stage Talent contest is I was going to sing Crossing Fields with lyrics by Emily for karaoke. And for the Take the Stage, I know my audition song's going to be Orange, which is on my channel. I'll be using my own lyrics for it. I'm not sure whether I'm going to carry that to the finals, as I have the option of picking another song. It's possible I might do Elias if there is any conflict with the Your Lie in April. So, oh yeah, sure, go for it, Joe, go for it. Okay. So yeah, I'm also planning to do a little bit of a street performance there too, and I'm probably gonna get some footage of this simply because I'm actually vlogging the convention. So even if it's little clips, I'll at least try to get karaoke, a little bit of take the stage auditions, maybe a little bit of clips from the street performance. So yeah, that's what I have planned. It also means a lot of work because I also have to rehearse all this for live performance, make sure I know everything like the back of my hand. Random points, okay. I love how random the comments can get in these things sometimes. So, yeah, Joe is going to bring up that project because I'm working on something with him. So, yeah, if you want to talk about that in the chat, go ahead. And I will... what did I do here? Yeah, it's a medley project. And we're putting together a whole bunch of the covers. It's really cool. And it is a huge project. We've had it in planning since like May. FNAF videos. I might find a place to put in FNAF stuff. I don't know what I'd do with that yet, but I can definitely look into it. But yeah, we're hoping to have the medley finished next month, as Joe said in the chat here. Yeah, I'm gonna have vocals in that, along with a couple of other people. So... I can't wait to see what it's gonna turn out like. Because I've seen like all the lyrics and stuff for it and what we're planning with it. And the way I hear it in my head sounds really, really cool. So I'm really excited to see how it's actually going to turn out. Okay. So, did you have anything else to say about that, Joe, or... Hi! Hi, I know you, the film bastard. Welcome to the stream. Glad to hear you're excited. I'll probably tweet out some stuff when we finally release that medley. If you're not following me on Twitter, it's @TerraSt.Michael, which is spelled exactly the same way as my Patreon link. I also have links to it on my channel if you guys forget, but yeah, it's spelled like the end of my Patreon link. So... yeah, I've mentioned you to people because I was talking about your videos. Aw, thank you. I am in a constant learning process with videos, so it's good to hear that I'm on the right track with that. this is my first time giving a stream too, so yeah, you're not the only one who's in a new and scary situation right now. I'm used to being on the other end of streams, and not usually public streams like this, usually like an unlisted stream that somebody's holding. Joe knows what I'm talking about because we're both patrons for a certain someone. But yeah. Aww. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we can look at revealing more later on. As I said, I'll tweet out things when it's done. If you're not following me on Twitter, I highly recommend following me on Twitter because I am constantly on Twitter. So if you want to keep up with what I'm doing in my day, my progress on stuff, Twitter's the place to be. Yeah, this is like super small. I'm guessing it because my channel's not giant right now. How's the weather? Looking out my window, it looks sunny. Yeah, it's pretty hot too. I have the temperature in Celsius. It's 21. Fahrenheit 69, I think. Yeah. Assuming my dashboard on my Mac is not lying to me. But yeah, it looks like partly cloudy. I'm getting a little bit of sun, so. You made a Kill la Kill reference? Oh my god, I need to watch that anime. That way I get references. I need to watch more anime in general. It's just time. So, we got about 20 some minutes left in the stream. So you guys can keep asking questions, or I can maybe bring up some lyrics and show you a little bit of what I'm working on. What do we got here? So, what do you guys think? Oh god, I feel a sneeze coming on. It's just like there, but then I never sneeze. Yeah. I'm guessing it's the clouds that's bringing the temperature down. At least it's not raining. We've had a lot of rain and hail. What is my goal for my channel and where do I see it in the future? I'd say my goal for my channel is build more of a following just so I can share my music with more people. Maybe, I don't know. I guess where I see myself in the future is being able to do this a lot more, maybe full-time. It's something I love doing. So I want to sell more of my covers just so I have some money coming in so I can do more covers, so I can do more things with my covers, like commission mixes and instrumentals like I did with Lies. Taylor Davis. I feel like I should know that name. I feel like I've seen that name, but it's not coming to me right now. All I know is for a collab I'd have to contact people, so I can't make any promises about collabing with anybody until I've talked to them. Oh, glad to hear you're fired up about the live stream. I'd love to do more of these live stream type things. Maybe even bring some people on over Skype. Oh yeah, the violinist. Now I recognize that. I think she's done some Kingdom Hearts stuff. I haven't looked at her channel too much, but I know the name and I know, like, roughly what she does. I should subscribe. But yeah. So yeah, if you guys want to hear some of my lyrics for upcoming stuff, I can do that. I've got the lyrics up right here. Question is, which song? Sorry if I'm staring down at my laptop a lot. Because I've got the chat up here too. Oh yeah, that's right. She did do Hikari. Hearing my upcoming lyrics is good. Okay, I'm just gonna open up a few here. So yeah, mostly what I've been working on is I've got lyrics for Again, obviously because I'm doing the acoustic cover with my friend doing the guitar. And what I've got on here, I'm just gonna sing maybe like the first part here. I don't have a key, so this may be in the wrong key, but a never-ending dream that I chase once again to find serenity. But on this winding road, I find myself stumble further off the path. Just 'cause I say that I want to redo the past doesn't mean that I would traverse back in time for all that's lost. I just hope and pray to God that you'll understand. Don't tell me that I am the one who is helpless and victimized. That's just the first part there. I'm not gonna sing the whole thing because I'm still working out some parts in the middle just to see how they fit with the instrumental. Another thing I've been working on, and I have no idea when I'm actually going to record this, but I've been planning it for like a long time. I started these lyrics maybe 2-3 years ago. So it's Monochrome from Star Driver. And actually I can pretty much blame the U of R Anime Club for getting me into this, because that's where I got the anime from initially. So, that's the only reason I know the song. And that goes something like, snowflakes flutter soft like star shards in the night. Reach out your hands to touch the vibrant sky. Wishing as we come and go, sending all our love and hope. Now everything's concealed in a shade of monochrome tonight. That's just the first part. And then it goes into the verse after the big opening, the da 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 da. And I'm gonna do a full version for this eventually, in the style of the TV size, because I know a lot of people love the TV size, myself included. I'm just gonna answer this question quickly since it's there. Oh, there's actually a couple of questions. Favorite animes of 2015 and so far in 2016. 2016, Erased is definitely on the list, and Sakamoto Desu ka. 2015, I'm not sure, as I didn't keep up with a lot of anime back then. Okay, as for the lyrics question, do you like doing it your own take? I'm assuming you mean like an original version with a, not exactly like the original, but with a twist. Yeah, I kind of like doing that. And yeah, I like changing things around sometimes. Other times I like doing the original version. So yeah, I'm just gonna go into the verse for monochrome real quick here. My breath is white as I release my thoughts. A message in whispers I feel I must convey. I know with no doubt that its warmth on this night has made the endless sky a little bit more bright. Our last encounter... I'm used to the TV size since I wrote that first. I'm just gonna go into the TV size one because that's what I know from like 3 years of having been going over these lyrics. So, as our sorrows soak into these angel wings and fold around each other, they will turn pure white, mirroring what lies ahead and carrying us gently forward to be brave. Excitement fills my heart that I cannot contain. Just gonna check the chats for things here. Yeah, I told Joe about monochrome. We talk a lot on Twitter, Facebook. Thank you. Thank you, Andy. Yeah, the full version of monochrome has a remixed feel to it, so I like the TV size a lot better. I need to practice it a lot more with full lyrics, because as I said, I like the TV size better, so that's the tune that's stuck in my head, and I don't have the extra parts memorized in the same way. So that's what's throwing me right now. But yeah, when I finally get around to this, I will try and make it as awesome as I can. So how am I getting along with Pokemon Go? Oh yeah, I haven't been playing as much Pokemon Go just because the servers have been crazy since it came out officially in Canada. And I tried recording on Wednesday out at the university for another Let's Play style video. And the problem I ran into is the servers weren't loading, so I was basically recording almost an hour of loading screens in total. And I just couldn't get it to work. It was hot outside, my phone was overheating from trying to record it. I'm hoping to try again sometime in this next week here before I leave for Edmonton. If not, it looks like my next Pokemon Go episode's probably going to be filmed in Edmonton while I'm away at Animathon. Oh yeah, Ignite. I love Ignite. I'm not sure when I'd do it, but it's something that I would consider doing. I actually want to do the song, I just haven't been able to figure out what I want to do with it. So yeah, full-length songs are a lot more work. You're talking a difference between a 1.5-minute song versus 4+ minutes. So that's a lot more recording to do, a lot more mixing, a lot more lyric writing. So yeah, AJ's right on that one. What's my time like? Okay, we got like 10 minutes of the stream left. So did you guys have any more questions, or any questions about what else I might be working on? Oh yeah, I forgot I had lyrics for that. I'm looking at my lyrics list on Google Drive. Yeah, I don't know when this one's gonna happen either, but I also have the first Attack on Titan opening here too. The one with the German that everybody mishears. Awesome. So yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna get to that, but I want to get to that eventually. Alright. Yeah, Ignite. I should try and schedule that in somewhere. Thing is, I've got so many songs I want to do, and they all take so much time. And then I'm also going back to school in the fall too, so I'm gonna have class midterms, finals to worry about too. So, yeah, I'm thinking I might pick up the schedule just before September and then slow it down as I get into the school year. It just means I'm gonna have a lot of work to do right now. Ah, yeah. Sie sind das Essen, wir sind die Jäger. I want to do this song so bad. I started writing these last August. That's how long it's been. I just don't know what I'm doing with it. Like, I don't know who I'd get to do an instrumental for it because I want to commission a backtrack for this. Yeah, I definitely try to make sure everything I do is quality, even if I'm doing a lot of it. That's why I'm working ahead. So I have the time to sit there and work out bugs and still stay on that schedule. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing an English version if I do Gurren no Yumiya. Yeah, it is gonna be crazy once I go back to school. Especially since everything falls during midterms or finals, so I have to be prepared for that. So, yeah, everyone mishears it. That's how I got introduced to the song, actually. A friend of mine gave me the misheard lyrics, which I am not going to say right now since it's not exactly family friendly. But, yeah, that's what got me into the song, just because I had that stuck in my head, and then it was played at Animathon last year by Flow as a cover song during their concert, and I was just, I all I could hear was the misheard lyrics. And then I just listened to the original and I'm like, I love this song. Another question here. Do I prefer original lyrics, keeping it close to the original, to the English song? That makes sense. This is when it comes to English covers. I try to keep my lyrics as close as possible to the original meaning of the song. Yeah, sometimes I'll experiment with original lyrics, mostly when the song doesn't have lyrics, though. If it's already in one language, then I'll try and stay as close to the original meaning as possible, because that was the way the song was written. Yeah. To answer the next question, do I play any instruments? I actually play the piano. I play a little bit of rhythm guitar. I'm still learning with that. Like, there's a lot I can't do on guitar. Mostly it's just basic chords. I'm not at a level right now where I feel comfortable playing that for an instrumental, unless it's like background rhythm guitar or something. But yes, we had Flow at Animathon last year. Yeah, and I went to that concert. And then I got back to the room and I was just like yelling because concerts are loud. Part of the reason I don't go to a lot of them, just because ears. The most important thing a singer has, and the most important thing when it comes to mixing as well. Yeah, I love Sword Art Online music. Yeah, I love Crossing Field, Ignite, Star Tier, Yume Sakai's Growing on Me. Overfly was one of my first favorites. Oh, good to know if I ever need a bassist. Normally I just do that on a keyboard, because set it to electric bass, start playing the bass line. But that's good to know if I ever need that you're there. Yes, can't unhear things. I'm still surprised I learned the German for Gurren no Yumiya, because I just had the misheard lyrics stuck in my head for the longest time, and that's all I'd hear when I played the song. So, if you can name any favorite anime character. Okay, I don't know about Mecha Robot. But probably my favorite anime character, I want to say Asuna. But at the same time, I also want to say Sakamoto now, because that anime is awesome, and if you haven't seen it, you should go watch it, because it is hilarious. And Sakamoto is just the best in that anime. Yeah, I don't know about Mecha Robots. I have no idea. So I'm not really sure how to answer that. Because if I'm not as familiar with it, I mean, picking a favorite's almost impossible. Okay. So, we're almost out of time here. Any last minute questions? Alright, your favorite's Kirito. Fairy Tail. I should do some songs from Fairy Tail. As I said, there's so much I want to do, but then it's just like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do that, and it's just like, time. Where is all the time for this? So, I'm planning on doing some more live streams in the future. I don't know when. I'll definitely announce it on Twitter if I do another one. Maybe every couple of months. That's a guess. As I said, I don't really know exactly when I'd be wanting to do more live streams. And yeah, I've enjoyed this one a lot. It's great talking to you guys. This is an entirely new process for me. So it's great to have this interaction. Just like me, you, the chat. I love talking to people, meeting people, so. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Joe's right. I ran into this with Elias. Adapting the English for Solano songs is almost impossible. That song was just like, you look at the translation and it's like, what am I reading? What is this about? What is it even trying to say? And I ended up trying to twist that around a bit. The verses are as close as I could get to the actual translation. It's just the chorus is a nightmare. Yeah, it's been great catching up. My clock says we have 1 minute left. I think I'm pretty much done here. Obviously there's a delay, so yeah, I guess that's my first live stream. I hope to do more of these, maybe even a concert one in the future. I've considered it. I don't know how I'm going to set it up, but it's definitely a possibility. As I said, follow me on Twitter. I'll put the link in the chat here. And I'm just typing this. So I put my Twitter link in the chat here. And yeah, I guess that's it for my first live stream. It was great talking to you guys. I hope to see you on Twitter. I replied to mentions, DMs. So hope to see you around, and I hope to see you in the next live stream, whenever that may be. Keep an eye out on Twitter and you'll know. So yeah, bye guys. It was nice talking to you.